Our dear friend, Tucker Carlson, who has she, her in the bio on Twitter still, she, oh my God, just got fired from her job at Fox News. It's just really sudden. Nobody saw it coming. Tucker Carlson himself didn't see it coming. I'm going to flip-flop on the pronouns. Oh, okay, she removed the pronouns from bio. Okay, my bad. I looked it up a couple weeks ago, and I guess maybe it's changed since then. I don't mean to misgender Tucker. If you're detransitioning Tucker, I will respect that. Anyway, Tucker Carlson has been fired from Fox News after having previously been fired from CNN and MSNBC for reasons that are kind of unclear. It seems like it is probably relevant to the Dominion lawsuit, which just was settled quite recently. I had to Google this and I had to have chat explain it to me. Like, what are you talking about? What is this lawsuit? Dominion is a company that makes voting machines. It's like, you know, the electronic stuff. So like, yeah, Dominion voting systems. Fox News agreed to pay them nearly $800 million to avert going to trial because the voting machine company has sued Fox News, was suing them basically for them lying about the 2020 presidential election. So essentially, Tucker Carlson and perhaps other notable talking heads at Fox News were basically accusing Dominion systems of being compromised and being part of why Trump lost the election. Like, their technology is crap and it doesn't work very well. And obviously, Dominion systems don't like that. They don't like the idea that their voting machines are now being called into question, and like it's like slander against their company's reputation. So they sued Fox News, and in order to avoid having details of like Fox News and how they run in the background, instead of having all that stuff like made public through the process of trial, they just decided to settle. Personal opinion, has there ever been a case that was settled out of court where the guilty party, like the person wasn't actually guilty? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, if you sue a company and they decide to settle with you, does that not usually indicate that they're settling because it could be proven in court that they did wrong and they don't want to face like actual consequences? So if they settle out of court, there's like plausible deniability where they as a company can say, oh no, we didn't actually do that thing. They agreed to settle it out of court. I mean, I know that you're innocent until proven guilty. Yes, I'm just saying like it reads to me as a guilty thing to do to settle out of court. Not always. It depends on the specifics. Sometimes it's just cheaper to settle. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Usually for companies, yes. Although for an individual setting, it could be due to the cost of a lawsuit. Okay, fair enough. Most charges are settled out of court. Well, that's good to know. But yeah, so this Dominion lawsuit was just settled quite recently, like last week maybe, and it's a huge amount of money that Fox News has agreed to pay Dominion Voting Systems for, basically to say like, please stop suing us for tarnishing your reputation and lying about the 2020 presidential election. And like almost immediately after that, like pretty much almost immediately after that, Fox fires Tucker Carlson. So there are some potential reasons for why Tucker was fired aside from Dominion lawsuit, according to like this CNN article we're looking at. What specifically about the case prompted Carlson's undoing remains murky. There was an ex-producer called Abby Grossberg. She had a lawsuit against the network which alleged rampant sexism and anti-Semitic behavior behind the scenes at Carlson's show. There were profanity-laced remarks, some of which were redacted in the discovery documents, which Carlson had made privately, disparaging his colleagues, including the Fox News upper echelon people. I think they fired him to mitigate the next lawsuit. I mean, fair enough. Perhaps Rupert Murdoch and his chief executive son, Lachlan, wanted to send a message about who is ultimately in command at the company after having been embarrassed for months with the public airing of Fox's dirty laundry. So basically, Carlson was not making friends he's worked at this network for a while. I can't remember exactly how long he had worked at Fox News. I mean, that's like the main thing that I know him from is working there. He literally said, see you Monday on his last show, and they were promoting his content as early as Monday morning. It was definitely not an amicable break. Wow. So they just kind of like seemed to have decided last minute on Monday. He'd been there since 2009. Oh my God. So he was an employee of theirs for a very long time. And because he's already been working for CNN and MSNBC and now Fox News, and he's like old and kind of losing relevance, like it kind of remains to be seen if Tucker is going to end up being employed by one of these sort of alt-right publications that we're familiar with. Like wherever Michael Knowles and Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh can be found, are we going to start seeing Tucker? Is Tucker going to start a YouTube channel? Oh my God. Can you imagine Tucker Carlson starting a YouTube channel where he does one of the, like, he like has a laptop sat on a chair, like on a table in front of him. Like the angle on it is all like, he's all like this to the camera. And he's like, so because this, and that, and the other, and it's going to be like cut off right here because he's got like a laptop on a table, like pointed up at him. Like, it just is going to be very funny to see what he does next. I hope he does not end up on Daily Wire. We'll see. He would definitely fit in on Breitbart. He would have a studio 100%. I just think it would be really funny if it was like the lowest quality bullshit. That would be so funny. Tucker be like, sub to my OnlyFans, ooh woo. The guy was rich before he started working for Fox. Yeah, but he's also not super smart. So I just think it would be really funny if it was super scuffed. All of the alt-right outlets are smaller than Fox. Fox was the #1 cable news network. It can't really be understated how much smaller the reach of places like OAN and TDW are compared to Fox. Tucker has lost a lot and he deserves to lose more, but what you gonna do? Fair enough. Yeah, whatever happens, his reach has been severely curtailed. And there are gonna be old people who are really, clued in to watching Fox News every day, but who do not go on the internet. And it's just the same thing that happened when, when Trump was removed from Twitter, is that he really lost a lot of influence and relevancy, at least to a significant demographic that uses Twitter, like the crossover of right-wingers and Twitter users. Who are they going to replace him with? Who are they going to put up there? Like, to me, Tucker Carlson basically is the face of Fox News. After, oh, Jesus, what was his name? Tide goes in, tide goes out. What is his name, y'all? Bill O'Reilly. Took me a minute to get there. Like, Bill O'Reilly used to be one of the big faces, and then he was let go, or whatever happened exactly, I can't remember. And then, Tucker Carlson is kind of, to me, one and the same as Fox News. Like, who the hell else? Rush Limbaugh, yeah. But it's so nowadays, though, who else is left? Now that Tucker Carlson is gone, who else is there? At Fox News. So they're gonna need some other talking head. They are going to need to bring on someone else to sort of fill his space, right? J.K. Rowling news anchor arc. True, that would be so fucking funny. I bet Tulsi is gonna get hired on at Hannity's time slot while Hannity moves up to 8 p.m. Right, Sean Hannity. Right. Okay, yes. I forgot about him. Yes, that is, I guess, another potential. And then Jesse Waters and Laura Ingraham. Right. I just feel like Tucker Carlson is so iconic for Fox News. It's unfortunate, the brand recognition that they've built up around having Tucker Carlson on there, because they really don't have very many big, oh yeah, I love that guy. Sean Hannity is kind of the only one. Caitlyn Jenner works there. Oh God, yeah, she does. What a horrendous human being. Glenn Beck got fired back in the day. It's funny how they keep hiring people. It's really funny how Fox News keeps hiring people that they need to fire. How many of these big talking head people have left the show by being fired versus by being leaving of their own volition. The vacant look on Tuck's face is iconic. Just it would be hilarious if they put Caitlyn Jenner in that slot. Can you imagine the meltdown? Oh my God, it would be so fucking funny. I always thought he looks constipated. I mean, who are they gonna get to ask really dumb sounding rhetorical questions? How are they gonna replace him? He's so iconic. No. Working for Fox is so fun. They have to drag you out. Yeah, nobody wants to leave, apparently. Unless you're an underling who's been sexually harassed by Bill O'Reilly for years. He did not listen when his mom said not to make that face or it'll stick that way. Poor baby. Happy April. Thank you so much to all of my Patreon supporters, and especially I want to shout out Tiago Nascimento, Mersh Rolvog, Danielle McDonald, Amanda B., R. Halverson, Sarah A., Spooky Heather Sylvia, Michelle Winter, Athiette, Jamie Jam, Wellington Marcus, Elizabeth Bartell, Nova, Sojo, Suzanne Maynard, Mr. Atheist, and Kevin Young.